You know, we talk to children all the time, warning them about the dangers of talking to strangers, but how often do children practice what they're being taught?
Well, we put this to the test, and the results, they may surprise you. Fox 54's Katy Solt joins us now. Katy, you actually coordinated several scenarios over the last few days to try and test the stranger danger lesson. What can you tell us?
Dawn and Russ, with parents' permission, we had WFXG employees approach kids with their dogs to try and convince them to leave the park with them. All the parents I spoke with say they've talked with their kids about avoiding strangers, but when it comes to a real-world experience, they were scared the lessons they taught their children may not be enough to keep them safe.
You want to go see some puppies?
It's every parent's worst fear. Their child walks off with a stranger and disappears.
Can you take a look at them? They're right around over there.
With a false promise like going to see more puppies, some children wandered off with the stranger.
She was all in. She didn't look back. She didn't look at us. She was just gone.
I was shocked.
But others remembered the warnings their parents gave them about stranger danger and what can happen if they leave with someone they don't know.
They're right around here if you want to come see them. Come see the little puppies.
Maybe in a minute. He came up and I was worried at first because a lot of people come up with their dogs and they're like, hey, you want to pet them? And then they really look like nice people, and it's just, it scares you to think that really stuff like that happens.
Long fur. Okay.
I just really felt that she was gonna, go with the person who had the dog.
Even though this guy had an adorable puppy, I was thinking, no, I should just wait for mommy.
So with some kids running off with the puppy and others choosing to wait for their parents, I wanted to find out what makes these potential predators so appealing to kids and what parents need to do to help make sure this doesn't happen to their child.
The most dangerous predators are going to be those that are about as charismatic and nice as you're going to run into.
Which means they don't seem like a threat to anyone, especially not children.
They practice at their craft. This isn't the first time they've probably done it. They practiced numerous times, and their whole MO is to be charismatic and nice.
And Chief Deputy Clayton says parents need to make sure their kids know the difference between a good stranger and a bad stranger.
We have good strangers, which are police officers, firemen, teachers, but they need to know the reality of that there are some people out there that are not nice guys and they're not their friends.
Clayton says children also need to be taught how to alert people if they're being approached by a stranger by yelling things like, "This person is not my mom or dad," and "I don't know you."
I think as a parent, what we have to tell them is, listen, if you're in a situation and it doesn't feel right, it's probably not.
Clayton says parents need to continuously have the stranger danger talk with their children. And he even suggests running through different scenarios of how a stranger could approach your child to make sure the concept sticks. But what did the kids learn from this test?
Even though somebody may look like a good person, you should still never go with them because they can be bad and they can just take you away from your parents. People aren't always what they seem. They could look nice and have a nice dog in this case, but it's really not, it's not all fun and games.
The sheriff's office says they do have more tips online for parents about how to teach their kids stranger danger. And for all that information, head over to WFXG.com and look for this story on the homepage. In the newsroom, Katy Solt, WFXG, Fox 54.